everyone, welcome to my channel. Bella. Good evening if you're joining from Australia. Yes, good afternoon or good morning. Not sure which country you're joining from. Here, me Bella from Sydney, Australia. I'm gonna play with my clay. Today, it's a little bit of exciting project, guys. I'm planning to do a leopard pattern. Haven't done that before, but I know how to do it, so let's do it together. Hi, Smokey, comment. So, I need to get my clay conditioned first, guys, because I didn't get a chance to do it before. As you can see, this clay is very kind of hard. It's breaking to pieces. That means it needs lots of love and lots of work. We got to condition our clay to the point that it's stretchy and workable. So let's get started. It's good that if you are a beginner or someone new to polymer clay, I will teach you today how we're going to get our clay conditioned. I haven't showed this in my streaming in a long time because I try to get my things ready beforehand, so we are ready to rock and roll. Alrighty. What I'm going to do first thing, guys, I'm going to cut this into small parts. Hi, Smokey, Komeda. So I just use my blade. මගේ blade එක use කරලා මේක මේ වගේ පොඩි කෑලි වලට කපා ගන්න. අර පේනවා මේක ගොඩක් tough clay එකක්. I accidentally ordered a different brand of clay. Usually I go with sculpting, but this time Fimo. I haven't worked with Fimo before. It seems like it's a little bit hard, so we need lots of work to do here, guys. Before I start conditioning my clay, I'm chopping into small pieces. I think it's the best way to work with this rock hard clay. Happy New Year, guys. If you... Oh, actually, I haven't done streaming yesterday, so it's my first streaming in the New Year's. Happy New Year. How is your New Year so far? Have you done your planning for this year or not yet? Or planning to do the planning? Hi, Vitaya. Komeda. Vitaya, ඔයාගේ අර gift එක claim කරන්න. මට ඔයාගේ mailing address එක email එකක් දාන්න. එමෙතන message එකක් දාන්න. So guys, I'm adding some translucent here. Cheese got kind of bad cheese. So the reason I'm going to add in the translucent is to get the balance of this clay. This is how it's turned out after adding the translucent. Very kind of soft, workable condition. It's the same clay before condition. It's hard, crumbly, lots of work to do there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the translucent also into small pieces. අපි එකත් චුටි කෑලි වලට කපා ගමු translucent එකත්. උගරස් එකේදී වගේ නේද? So guys, get down to the chat and tell me who you are and which country you're joining from. We have few friends here joining from Sri Lanka, and it's me, Bella. I'm here in Sydney, Australia. So tell me which part of the world you're joining from. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to combine these pieces all. Hope you can see what I'm doing. just get them all together. This clay is so hard and rough. I think I still want to stay with sculpting. When I I don't know how I did this mistake. Usually I purchase clay from Amazon, very easy, next day delivery. Somehow I did the wrong type of the clay, the wrong brand. But now we're gonna learn how we're gonna work with this one as well. Sparkle light. Is it right? Spark light. Hi Spark. How are you today? Which part of the world you are joining from, Spark? Let me get all these clumps together. Sama poşet. Hi energy. Come with that. So once I get all them together, I'm gonna give it a little roll. Ada කොමන්දනන්නචි තවරුට අපි පන්සල් ගියා පළවෙනිදා එකයි මම ආවේ නැත්තේ streaming. I was so busy. Still a lot of our guys, it's really hard. Yeah. Light condition can come on there. I'm gonna give it another cut, people. Do you wanna see how it looks like? See? What I'm gonna do, rather work in a large portion, I'm gonna work with the small pieces one at a time. Gonna run this through my pasta machine. We'll see whether it's gonna be supportive for us. Think positive, manager. As I always mention, say, we are the creator of our own world. So whatever the vibes you're kind of sending out, that's what you get. So if you want to be positive, things happen around you, think positive. It's supportive. Let me run this through the pasta machine a couple more times. And bend it. මටමතකම එක පාරක් විතායාගේ ලයිව් එකක කියලා දුන්නා අපි කොහොමද අපේ මනස සකස් කරගන්නේ කියලා අපිට අවශ්‍ය දේවල් ජීවිතේට ළඟා කරගන්න positively. ඉතින් අපි දවසක ලිමිට කතා කරමු මේ ගැන, but not today. It's getting there. So I'll leave it and I'll work with this one. Hi. Saliva. Is that right? Saliva. Hi Savishka. කොහොමද සුපනායා? අද උදේ සින්දු ටික ෂෝක් නේද සුපනායා? මම නිතරම යනා අයියාගේ සින්දු අහන්න අපේ ඉතාලියා හරි ටැලන්ට් මික්ස් එක හරි දාලා නැත්නම් ඒ වෙලාවට අර මම නම්වත් දන්නේ නැහැ දැස්සට සින්දු කියලා. Here we go. Roll. Let's get our clay condition. As you can see, still the clay is very crumble, not not ready to use, so we got to do a bit of work here. ඒවනේ දෙයක් ලස්සනයි සින්ද. අනික යා තෝරගන්න එකම තාලේ වයිට් එකෙන් සින්දනේ. උදේකට අහන්න හොඳ සින්ද ටිකක්. Alrighty, let's get this one. See, it's so crumbly. The people who won the prizes from our New Year celebration, if you are listening, make sure you share your mailing address with me so I can send your gift in timely manner. And don't worry if you miss the opportunity, guys. We will do another celebrations once we hit the 10,000k. We are 9,000 something so far. So once we hit 10,000, let's do another celebration, okay? අපි new celebration එකක් කළානේ. ඒකෙදි gift හම්බෙච්ච අය ඒ gift එක claim කරගන්න. ඔයාලගේ address එක මට mail එකක් දාන්න. ඒත් එක්කම කාට හරි ඒකට join වෙන්න බැරියට කියන්න අපි තව celebration එකක් කරමු. මෙලාගේ channel එක 10,000 subscribers la reach unala. අපි දැනට 9,000 something ඉන්නවා. අපි බලමු 10,000 reach උනාම celebration එකක් කරන්න, okay? Alright, let's condition this quickly so we can get our project started. This is going to be enough for now. We can condition this maybe later. What I'm going to do is adding all these pieces and condition them a little bit longer. Give it a little roll. Through the pasta machine couple of times. Make sure they're all connected and conditioned well. Okay. Here we go. This time I put this way. One more time. Alrighty, this color is ready to go. So for today's project, I'm planning to create 2 leopard designed cranes. One is using this color, then the next color gonna be brown. I think these two goes together. But I need a little bit lighter color brown. So what I'm gonna do, get my clay. I add a little bit more translucent. Just a half. And I'm gonna add some white color. Just a little bit. little bit here. And again, chop them all together. Be careful when you're using it with blade, guys. This clay is not hard like our previous one. Hi, baby. Baby brush. You from state, baby. Thanks for joining here, me from Australia. What's the time for you? Let me think. Is it kind of midnight or the early morning? I'm gonna give it a little cuts. In that way, it's very easy to mix and blend the colors. I'll add a little bit more white, and I'm not going to run this through the pasta machine. It's because it's very easy to condition. Let's turn this around so you can watch the time. It's roughly 15 minutes. Alrighty, let's blend this a few more times. Yep, maybe I add a little bit more white. මේක කීප සැරයක් අපි pasta machine එක හරහා දාලා ගමු. එතකොට ඒක ඉක්මනට condition කරගන්න පුළුවන්. It's like a chocolate. Yum yum. Actually, I had a request one day to create some food items from clay. We'll definitely do that one as well. I like this color. It's not very dark, but it's pretty. Give it a little roll. As you can see, the colors hasn't blended enough. Sorry, I need to run this through the machine a few more times. If you don't have a pasta machine, guys, simply you can roll your clay, bend it, blend it. Since I do have a pasta machine, I run that through the pasta machine. It's quick and easy to condition and blend your clay together. Fold it. Maybe a couple of more times. Let's get in there one more time. Alrighty, that clay is ready to use. So we have two colors. This is gonna be the background. And this will be one color. And I think I need a kind of a dark purple. Or maybe, just thinking what else this goes with this. Maybe orange. Orange or peach might go with that one. Initially I thought the brown's gonna go together, but I don't think so. So let me think for another color. I need 3 colors, 2 colors for the leopard patterns, and this one gonna be the background. Maybe this one. Let's try that brown color. So let's cut that into small pieces. Follow the same steps. I add a little bit white, tiny bit, and I'm gonna add my translucent. Now let's chop them. Cut them into small pieces. Watch your fingers. මේ වගේ පුංචි කෑලි වලට chop කරගන්න. පරිස්සමෙන් කරන්න ඔයගලගේ ඇඟිලි පරිස්සමට. Alrighty. So the next is combine them all together. Mix, mix, mix. I'll give it a little roll. Just a little bit out here. Not sure that this one's gonna go well. Let me run this through the pasta machine a few times, guys. Quick and easy way to condition the clay. One more time. It's blending. So let's do a couple of more times. Still need a little bit of work here. So I'm gonna run this through the pasta machine a few more times. It's getting there, but as you can see, there's few white clay there, which hasn't blended properly. So I'm gonna run this through the pasta machine a couple of more times. Gonna be okay. One last time. Alrighty, let's see whether these colors goes together. These two, of course, yes. These two, of course, yes. But I'm not sure these two goes. Let's try. Nothing to lose. What I'm gonna do next, guys, this one gonna be the dots around. I don't think this one goes well. Oh goodness, better. Gonna lighten it a little bit more. Some white, because I don't think these two colors goes well. Let's quickly condition the clay, blend them. This is more greenish, I think that's the reason. These colors turn out. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a bit more white as my light. Here we go. Quickly blend this together. we already conditioned the clay before, that's not hard for us to like this time. You just simply blend the clays together. Get your color combination right before you start your project, guys, because once you start and mixing the colors, you can't change it. So this is the time you can mix and match, change your mind, and choose your color palette. Yep, it's getting there. We need a few more rows to make sure the colors combine well. Perfect. I'm happy with this color, and I'm gonna make this one a bit lighter as well. So add some white and blend them. Just sandwich it and we're gonna blend it. As you can see, it's getting the lighter shade, but you need to mix it properly. Otherwise, if there's like two colors here like that, that's not gonna be looks good on your project. So make sure you mix them properly on the top. මේ colors mix කරන්න ඕන නැත්නම් ඔයාගේ project එකේ ලස්සන වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Let's quickly do this. While I'm doing this, guys, I want to show off something. The good luck charms we made the other day. See? Wasn't it nice? And I have a few more that I haven't finished yet. So this one, I need to put some resin on it. Oh, that one is ready to go. The good luck charms, like the everyday charms. Some cultures, people believe it's a kind of a protection. So I did that project on the 31st night. Alrighty, we're nearly there. Maybe a couple of more rows. Well done. So we got these colors ready. What I'm going to do for my next color, I'm going to make this one a little darker. I'm going to add some black. Let's do little by little. Sorry people, lots of talking made me the cough. Okay. We're gonna add little by little and make it a little darker. You know that if you want to make your colors darker, what you can do is add some dark version of the same color or as black. If you want to make it lighter, you can simply add white or the lighter version of the same color. So what I'm going to do here is, since I don't have the dark version of the same color, I'm adding a little black. I'll show you once you condition it. enough. Hi 778, welcome, Happy New Year. How are you been? Sorry, I miss you. And again, tata. But no, is it tat? Happy New Year, everyone. Today we are doing a leopard pattern on the clay. And we are in the process of getting our clay ready and condition them for the project. Guys, I'm still in doubt whether to use this or this, but I wanna check. I'll use this one. Okay, I'm gonna change my glass quickly because it's got all the colors mixed and we can start our project. The reason I like a glass, guys, when I'm working with the clay, I try to minimize it's getting the fingerprint on my clay work. Also sometimes the dust, just to prevent. Okay, now we're ready to go. Let's get other stuff away from us. These are our main 3 colors that we're going to use on our project. This is going to be the center, and this is going to be around it, and that's going to be the background. I'm going to show you how we're going to get it. Simply use your clay and make a ball. Once you create a ball, give it a little roll and turn it into a cylinder shape, kind of a barrel shape. This thickness is a little bit wide, so I'm going to reduce the clay with the reducer size. You can simply roll or stretch, either way. Try to get that even size across. Like that. I'm going to chop this much. Save this one for later. So that's it. And I'm gonna squeeze the top. Hold your fingers like that, like in the pinching like that, and pinch your clay. Press it down. Same. Press it down. So you're kind of creating a triangle shape. Not a triangle, kind of a pyramid. Do a few more rounds to make sure you get kind of at least even size across. And I'm gonna shrink it. It's like a Toblerone. just a little bit of vodka. Leave it there. Then we're gonna go with this color. So this one, we are gonna use the same shape and make it a little thinner, kind of creating a big fat worm. Try to get the same size, but if it's little irregular, that's okay. Anyway, the leopard pattern's the shape, not the same kind of shape, but if it's the same size, it's kind of looks good. Yep, I think I'm happy with this one. So we leave it there. So the next one we're gonna use this color clay. This is gonna be the background. This the middle. This is gonna go around. This is gonna be the background. So we're gonna make another big fat worm using this one as well. Hi Lisa, how are we today? Beads gonna be my ultimate goal. Beads or some piece of jewelry, Lisa. But here we're gonna get some leopard pattern on our clay. So I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna get the leopard pattern on the clay. These are the 3 colors that we're using today. Hi Kanish, how are you today? Happy New Year, guys. Lisa, are you interested in clay work? Let me get my baking paper to put my background because this gives me very annoying noise. Okay, now it's better. Simply roll it, trying to get the same size. If it's little irregular, that's okay. Hi, කොහොමද මල්ලි නන්දි කවයා මම දන්නවා මට වගේ හුස්සෙන් එක චා සී වලින් ස්ටාර්ට් කරන්නේ චා මතක නෑ Okay, that's gonna be a very long big fat worm. Alrighty. What we're gonna do next is I use this as a measurement and we're gonna chop into the same size. I've cut the edges. Happy New Year, මල්ලි කොහොමද ඉතින් I think another. So we're gonna get the same size. I need roughly 5 or 6. Here we go. මේ වගේ එකම size එකට කැරට් එක කපා ගන්න. මට මේ වගේ 5ක් හරි 6ක් හරි තමයි වන වෙන්නේ. ඒත් මම ඔක්කොම ටික කපාගෙන තියාගන්නම්. Just in case. එකක් කොට වුණා. I'm gonna replace this one with this one. Make sure you clean your tools before I move to the next color. Save this one for later. I'm gonna use this as a measurement. and cut with this one also the same size. Cut the edge of the edges. Edge එක පොඩක් අපේ අයින් කරලා if you have a same size, it's easy to work with. 2, 3. I need more than 5 from this one because this is gonna be my background. Make up a background එක වෙන්නේ. ඒක නිසා අපි මේක වැඩි ටිකක් කපා ගන්නවා. Hi Ken, how are you? Happy New Year everyone. Ken එදාට 31st miss වුණා නේද? අපි පුංචි ගේම් එකක් කරා කට්ටියට දුන්නා. Good luck charms. තාම හැරියේ නෑ. අරින්න රෙඩි කරගෙන යනවා ටික. Alrighty, so I have the last one. Keep it aside. I'll put these things on this side. They like little gummies. So the next one, guys, you get out of it all. Make a gun. Pyramid shape එක. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just wrap it around here. I'm just thinking whether this is a little bit bigger. I think this one is slightly bigger. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shrink this one. Maybe. I think now it's too small. What I have done here. Maybe. No. We got to redo it. Let's quickly redo our pyramid shape. It's the same size, so I'm gonna stretch it a little bit. That's the easiest way to shrink the width. Stretch your clay. Gonna be okay. Tap tap. Alrighty. So we're gonna layer these dark colors around. It's a little bit gap around this clay. Like that. Hi, hi, කොහමද මං හිතනවා first time එකද මගේ live එකට ආවේ නේද? Welcome. Like that. So next what we're going to do, we're going to add this one around the gaps. And I'm going to chop this in actually. Be okay. Layer this around. Make sure everything's covered with this background color. I think we got just right. Like that. Yeah, I'm going to chop this into half. මේක දෙකට බලලා එක කෑල්ලක් මේ පැත්තට තියලා තද කරන්න. You simply cover your clay with this lighter color. It will be okay. Got it. So now I'm going to show you how we're going to reduce this clay. So it's very bulky. So when you're reducing this clay, guys, you got to make sure you keep the pattern as it is, not blending these colors. අපි දැන් මේක reduce කරද්දී අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම බලන්න ඕන මේ colors blend වෙන්න දෙන්නේ නැතුව කොහොමද clay එක reduce කරන්නේ කියලා. මේක මෙහෙම අල්ලගෙන ඔයගේ thumb එක මෙතන උඩ තියාගන්න. Then you hold this hand, wrap it around. So hold your clay can like this and wrap the other fingers around. Then when you push it down, press it down and press this one up. Also, you rotate your hand, kind of press in from all the sides. That's how you reduce the clay. Without disturbing the design. It's okay with the edges, usually it's just going to be messy. You can roll it, but be mindful when you're rolling it. If you roll it without kind of like, being mindful about your design, that design can be distorted. Voila, එකපාරට මෙන්න roll කළා ගියොත් එහෙම මේ design එක වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක නිසා mindful when you're reducing your cane. So simply wrap your hands around that and just press gently. So it's getting longer while keeping the shape. It might take some time, but that's okay. Good things take time, guys. Here we go. Once it's come to the point that you are able to stretch it, you can stretch your clay as well. So that also helps to keep the design as it is, while it's kind of reducing the size. Edges, I know it's gonna get messy, but that's okay. Don't worry, you can chop them off. So from this point onwards, I gently roll my clay. But be careful inside. Hi Sean, how are we today? So if you want to reduce this more, you can reduce it. Simply pull your clay gently. Give it a little roll while you're pulling it. So as you can see, some part of the clay can I kept it thick and thin because I'll show you the reason why. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna chop the edges off. It's like a snake. I'm gonna chop the edges off. That's kind of the pattern we got. I'm happy. Now I'm gonna chop this one on the same sizes. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Shall we all double tap the screen and appreciate the video, guys? Also, yeah, it's a slippery snake. Also, if you're new to my channel, Bella, and would like to stay connected with me to see my projects, tutorials, don't forget to click on the bell icon. Here we go. I'm not sure this edge, guys, because it's lots of extra clay there. Let me chop here and see. Now it's a plain clay. So I'll save that for later, but I'll get some pieces from this one. So you can simply pull your clay gently. That's how you can reduce your clay without distorting the design. But until you get to that point, you got to follow the method with the technique that I showed you earlier. Cut it will be okay. Yeah, we'll save this one for later. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna rearrange them so you can put a big fat one and the tiny teeny one. Just follow your thoughts. There's no particular design or order. If you think there's a little bit more kind of a extra clay, you can cut it off, guys. Like here in the middle, you can simply chop that one off. I'll go as it is. And one here. Another one there. I think I haven't done a good job cutting them all into the same size. side is much prettier than the other side. That's okay. Now simply press them all together. Give it a little roll. The reason I mention if you want you can cut this exercise, then the design stay much closer to each other. මම ඉස්සරහ කිව්වේ මේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන background එක ඔයාලට අයින් කරන්න පුළුවන් කලින්. එතකොට designs එක ටිකක් ළඟින් තියෙන නිසා. Otherwise it's okay. So here we go. We get our little leopard shaped clay cake. That's how we're gonna make the leopard shaped clay cake. Since we already worked too much on this one, the clay getting softened. So before I chop this into pieces, I need to make sure this is in some certain level of hardness. So the little tip from me to you guys, if you think your clay is a little soft, put this in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes. Then it will get to the point that you can easily cut it without distorting the design. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly throw this into the fridge and we'll come back and we'll start our next clay cake project where I'm going to use this color, and we need to come up with another color. Maybe this one? Nah. Anyway, wait for me. I'll be back soon. Alrighty, we are back. Now what I'm gonna do, let's clean this side. Turn our cloth back. And I'm gonna add some white here to make it little light, so we can have a lighter version of this one. These two, it's gonna condition this together. I run this through the pasta machine quickly. Fold it. Few more times. Yeah, let's get him together. As you can see, the colors mixing, but it doesn't mix well. So I need to put this to the pasta machine a few more times. If you don't have pasta machine, don't worry. You can roll your clay and blend the colors. Since I do have pasta machine, it's quick and easy. I'll run this through a couple of more times. Alright, our clay is ready. I'm just thinking to make this one a little more lighter, because we are using a different shades here. Add a little bit more white, do the same thing, this through the pasta machine few more times. I'll be quick, I promise you. We are getting there. Couple of more rolls. You're ready. As you can see, there's a little bit more better, sorry. Maybe a few more times. It's ready to go. So let's get started. Now if you watched me from the beginning, you know the pattern. What we're going to do, we're going to utilize the color for the center. We're going to make a pyramid shape. How we're going to do is simply make a ball and give it a little roll. Turn that into a cylinder shape and put your fingers like that and press it gently. Press the edges and turn that into the Toblerone shape. If you like this middle, I'll show you. If you want that the middle color here, can you see it? This one is little small. You can make this cane smaller, and if you like these dots, the leopard dots, a little bigger, you can make the cane around slightly bigger. So it's up to you guys. Since we have done the kind of a large size of the middle cane, this one I'm gonna go a little smaller. I just wanna see how it's turned out when we kind of get the small size of the center. So you kind of work on these edges and the pyramid, trying to get the same width. I'm gonna shrink it a little bit. Give it a slight cut. And make it even. Here we go. So this leopard design, you can use any colors, guys, and this can be used for your beads or jewelry or any project. I might be using that for beads for my key rings and pens, and also used for some charms. Alrighty, give it a little tap. Leave it aside. Now I'm gonna make a big fat snake using this one. Simply roll your clay. We need at least 5 pieces of this cylinder type cane to wrap around the centerpiece. You can go with the equal size or maybe the different sizes. I want to have some fun with my design, so I'm going to make my middle a little bit thinner. And the measurement and chop this into pieces, but I'm gonna chop off the edges. Here we go. Guys, if you just join, you might wonder what Bella is doing. Bella is creating a leopard pattern with our clay. We have done with brown colors. I'll show you the clay again shortly. It's hardening in my freezer. And this time we are using these two magenta colors. I want to try a different sizes for this cane. So my previous cane I used the same width, but for this one I'm using different width but the same size. I mean the same length. We need at least 5 pieces. So here we go, the fourth one. Give it a little bit more roll. Chop the edge. That's gonna be our 5th one. Okay. I'm gonna clean my blade before I move to the lighter color. And using this one, hi, very. I'm good. How about you, very? And Varia? How can I pronounce your name? If you can put your pronunciation below, that would be great. I'm doing very good. Happy New Year, guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna reduce this one. Make a big fat roll again. This time I'm gonna do very thin background. I'm okay with this one, but I'll show you the cane that we created. I feel like the background is a little bit thicker on that cane, so I'm gonna reduce that and do the tiny teeny one. So here we're gonna make a long snake. Make sure you have enough clay to cover the background. I think that's going to be okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna chop it again using this as a guide. Let me chop off the edges. Cut them. It's not particular number of pieces we need. As you can see, the clay is getting softened. So when you cut, it's easily distorted. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi. Quali. Is that your name? Or what's your name? I only can see the handle or the ad, guys. I can't see the name, so if you like, you can put your name on the chat and tell me which part of the world you're joining from. I could see some friends joining from Sri Lanka and also from US states and hear me in Sydney. you can see my parts, slices getting longer, so I got to be mindful. Chop them in an equal size, otherwise you're gonna be in trouble. Not a huge trouble, a little trouble. ඒකම සයිස් එකට කපා ගන්න try කරන්න ළමයි. නැත්නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? අපේ වැඩි හොත්තරි පච්චන් වෙනවා. Okay. Last one. Alright. So here we go. We got our this here, that here, and this gonna be in the middle. Lisa, 6 a.m. here in USA. Oh, back to bed. So you're going to bed at 6 a.m.? What's the time for me? I think it's close to 10. Yes, it's at 10 o'clock here in Sydney. So you're a night owl or an early bird, Lisa? Or are you going bed to now? Or you woke up by it? So what I'm going to do, guys, we're going to wrap these little pieces around the centerpiece. So the first one, we're going to go with the darker color. The lighter color going to be in the middle. But if you want to change it, you can change it. And also, if you like to be creative, you can use kind of shades with this one, lighter to darker shades. If you can use the Skinner blend or the teardrop Skinner blend, you can get the lighter to the darker colors. If you don't know how to get the Skinner blend, you can watch my previous videos, guys. Otherwise, if you have any times left, I'll do a quick one. How are we gonna get the Skinner blends? You wrap it around, as you can see, this side a little bit. Not the same shape, so I'm gonna chop them off because I prefer it has to be the same height. Easy for me to work with when I am reducing the clay. So what we're gonna do next, attach them properly. Wrap these little tiny teeny pieces, that's our background, around the clay. Make sure there's no gaps. First thing, we fill these gaps. Then we got to wrap around the whole game. As you can see, there's a tiny teeny gap in between. So I'm going to simply press it. As you can see, I'm purposely keeping a different shapes on this darker color cane because I need my leopard patterns to be a little bit irregular this time. You're stuck on each other. Come on. Why are you being naughty? It's a sign that your clay is getting softened. Sorry, if your clay is so soft, guys, it's hard when you're working on a cane. It can be easily distort the shape. So you know the technique now. If your clay is too soft, put your clay in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes. Otherwise, if you just put it in the normal refrigerator, you need to put it into 20 to 30 minutes. We need a bit more here. Can you take this off? Gonna get my other one. Simply put it around good here. Before I press them all, I'm going to quickly chop off the excess. Be mindful, don't cut your fingers. Also here I can see there's lots of background. I'm going to kind of peel it off. Just get the portion that only need for my cane. Don't cut through, just like, peel off the edges. If you're not confident in this step, guys, skip this step and I'll show you how we're going to do this before we combine the plain pieces together. But if you're confident enough that you could shrink your clay, peel off your clay without getting into the inner layer, feel free to do that. Think a bit more here. That's enough there. It's very satisfying to do. I don't know how it's for you guys to watch, but for me, when the blade goes through the clay, I feel the pressure. It's very satisfying. I think we'll stop here. And there's a tiny gap, so I'm going to put a very thin layer on there. Okay. So simply, we need to press this one and reduce the size. I showed you in my previous video. Hi Jess, how are we today? Sorry guys if I miss your messages. I'll focus the camera on this side, messages on the other side. So I need to make an effort to peep there and check. You're a big fan. Oh, thank you. Here we go. So put your fingers like that and wrap your hand around the clay and press, rotate, press. In that way, you can reduce your cane. Don't worry about the edges. If you can worry about the edges, that would be great, but if it's tricky, we can chop them off later. Give it a little roll. Once you get into the point that you can simply pull your clay, you can pull your clay like that. Give it a little roll as you go. Alrighty, from this point onwards, I'm rolling my clay, but make sure it's not twisting. Just roll, simply roll it. this in as well. And we are ready to chop it and reveal the pattern. Oh, that's a leopard. Can you see? I ruined the edges, guys. Give me a second. Let's do this side. Here you go. It's not much clear, isn't it? Now it's clear. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chop this into the same width and same length. That's a design. I'll show you the other one. So there's two different canes. And I'm gonna, thank you Ganesh, you're still watching down there. Cut this into half. Put them all together. And create one big round cane. So that's our second leopard shape pattern cane. The brown one and the magenta color one. I really like them. They turn out well. I'm going to use these for my beads and also some piece of jewelry. Hang on there, let's go and quickly get our brown color clay cane from the freezer. I hope it's not frozen now. And cut that and see how we're going to turn that into a bead. Hang on there, people, and wash the cloth. Wash it until I come back. Alrighty, this is our brown color clay one. Again, that's the other one. They're both pretty, isn't it? So you can experiment using different colors. What I'm going to do for this one now is we're gonna slice this and see the pattern inside. Thank you, Ganesh. Wow, look at that. It's so cool. See? Gonna be really good for earrings, beads, any project that you're working on. Slice them. We'll do a few slices here. Once it's in the right hardness, guys, you can easily slice it without distorting the design. If I'm gonna slice this now, the clay is soft, it's easily distort the size, distort the pattern, so better put this in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes. Get to the hardness like that and then slice. It's pretty, huh? Shall we all double tap the screen if you didn't get a chance to do so far yet? Guys, so now I'm going to show you how I'm going to turn this into a beautiful bead. This is going to be our filling clay In saying so, if you have a leftovers, like things like that that you don't want to throw, you can use that as a filler. I usually have my leftover clay, which I always use as a filler. So let's make a small ball. And make a ball, and then get your clay slice and gently wrap that around. How pretty it is. And get the other one. Mix and match your designs when you are layering it. If you think you don't need all of your clay, you can simply cut and use the portion you need. Here we go. And give it a little roll. Roll on your hand. And this is the beautiful leopard shade bead that we just created using our leopard pattern clay cane. How cute it is, guys. So for any of my bead creations, I need at least 5 beads in the same size of this. So if I am gonna create a key ring, I'm gonna mix and match with these colors so you can kind of get the variation. So let's do another slice. I've got very thin slices. And use your filler. Oh, fascinating there. Asa dua. Like put asa in it. So do a small bead and wrap your clay with that pattern. Mix and match the design. And if there's any excess, just simply cut it off and roll your bead. I'm gonna roll it on my hand. So these are the beautiful beads that we just created using this beautiful clay cane. It's cute, huh? Okay guys, thank you so much for joining today. I might ending my streaming now, but tomorrow, stay tuned. We'll do something fun and funky tomorrow, and I'll show you what I have done with these things. Usually I show what my previous projects are. So we're gonna use these 2 canes and create some clay beads and earrings and some piece of jewelry. Before I go, I want to show off some New Year's charms that we did day before yesterday. We did evil eye patterns charms, these things need to be to the finishing with the resin. But I'll show you what we have done. These are some people actually who came on 31st. We did few games and we are giving away some this Nivea blessing charms. Where's my favorite one? I like everything, but this is my favorite one. I like the black color one. Also, this one is pretty. You can use it as a pendant, or else you can use it as a car charm. You can hang it on your car. Very cool. So we have done a lot. And that one is a finished one. Where it is? This one. It looks exactly like an eye. It's a finished one. These haven't finished yet. So this is how it looks like. So these things we have done on 31st. And if you like to have them for yourself, you can order. I have put my email address in the descriptions. So you can simply order it from Bella, or you can create it. I have already shown you these things, how you're going to create your own. You can create your own as well. Alright, it's time for us to go. Thank you so much guys for joining with me. අද මාත් එක්ක එකතු වුණ ඔක්කොටම ගොඩාක් ස්තුතියි. ඔයාලට සුබ අලුත් අවුරුද්දක් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරන ගමන් අපි අදට යනවා, හෙටත් එනවා. හෙටත් සිඩ්නි ටයිම් එකෙන් 7-8 අතර. So guys, it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for joining with me. And we create these two clay cans together and the beads. So stay connected with me to the streaming tomorrow between 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. from Sydney time. And stay safe, stay happy. It's me.